Hey, here we are. A little bit different this time around. I usually type this out, but we'll do a little vlog. We'll do a little video blogging. We'll give that a go. Um, this month is media relations, and I will be honest. After last month, with how last month melted my brain. With how brain melty last month was, like the end of the course last month, I felt like my brain was going to leak out of my nose. It was rough. After that, I was expecting this course to be more the same. I don't want to say this class wasn't difficult or taxing or busy. I don't want to say that, but it was not as bad as last month. Last month was a lot. This month definitely it came down a little bit. That doesn't mean the workload doesn't necessarily like less. It just wasn't as like I don't. I don't know the way to put it. It wasn't as brain numbing, I guess. Like this was a lot more interactive. I had a lot more stuff to do. It was nice. The way it was structured, like week 1, 2, 3, and 4 was kind of like building blocks towards week 4, and then week 4 was a really nice culmination of everything coming together. I enjoyed that. Um, yeah, the assignment was probably the week 4 assignment. I like doing. I like doing all this stuff like week 1 through 4. But honestly, I'm not really someone who looks ahead all that much. I tend to hop on, and as you can probably see, it's dark. I hop on when I get time away from the kids, and I start working on my stuff. So very rarely do I look fully ahead to the end of the course. Probably should start doing that, especially at this point in my degree program. Whoops. Um, but seeing in week 4 that everything that I've been working on for the last couple of months, or a few references for that as well, last couple of months, and then also everything I've done in this month for this course, it was really cool to see it all come together and kind of put it all together for like a full media room. I did enjoy that assignment. Um, what I wish I could have done better this month. He looks at his invisible watch. Yeah, it's like 10 p.m. 10 p.m. on Sunday. Stuff's due at midnight on Sunday. I'm sorry. I really am. I promise I'm doing my best. I have 3 kids and 9 cats and a dog and a house and all these other things. And you might be able to guess I'm a bit of a goober. So, sometimes stuff just kind of goes over my head a little bit, but we're working on that. We really are working on that. We're doing well. I do wish I was a little bit better on time. um Last week was hard because I had a wedding on Sunday. I don't know how I managed to. I was so exhausted. I don't know how I didn't fall asleep at the wedding. um but I got my stuff done by Saturday last week. That was wild. I wish I could do that all the time and then just relax on Sundays, but unfortunately that's just not how my brain allows me to do things. I go, oh, I have more time, and then I don't have enough time. So I definitely wish I could do that better. I've been saying that probably my whole life. How did this course preview your career? I really think that these last few months have done a really good job of, I guess, teaching me the things I need to know, because I'm not exactly sure what line I want to get into for my career. I do think they've done a really good job giving me like the tools and the resources and how to acquire the tools and how to find the proper resources, as well as do my research. I'm not sure exactly what line that I'm going to get into, but I think having the information I do now, as well as the experience from doing the assignments and putting together like the media library and the project and everything, I feel like I've definitely just got, I'll be okay. I'll figure it out. When I get out in like the job field, I wanted to say, I don't know if that's even how I want to say it. When I get out there and I start my career, I don't think it's going to be one of those things where I get hired and I'm like relying on training in the first couple weeks to like, oh my God, I hope I can figure out what I'm doing. Like I feel like I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. Besides the fact that I'm a goober. What future trend do you think will be the most challenging for media relations professionals to navigate over the next 5 years? Man, I probably just had this conversation with one of my friends the other day, because he was asking me about what I wanted to do. And again, same answer. I didn't really have a full answer for him. but I told him, I said, if I was thinking about doing like journalism, something like that, right? You know, writing articles, kind of keeping people up to date, news and covering stories. What I talked to him about, though, I told him, I said, one of the toughest things is probably going to be keeping up with AI. Just because, I mean, you give AI a prompt, you can develop a persona for it. You're going to get, I mean, you can ask him for something, you get whatever you want. You get whatever you ask for. As long as you know how to be more specific, as long as you know how to ask it something, it will give you exactly what you ask for, and it'll do it in like 10 seconds. You know, other people are out here, I mean, especially back in the day, you used to have to sit there and people would use a typewriter to tell a story, and if you mess up once, you have to start over. Imagine messing up one time in a newspaper and starting over. You end up spending several hours trying to put together an article to print out in the newspaper, and you hope you get it right. I type in a prompt in 10 seconds, and ChatGPT will give me the same thing, and then post it online. Like, it's gonna be so hard to keep up with that as like a journalist. Thankfully, I think AI is gonna have a kind of tough time replicating this. I look, I give myself credit where credit's due, but I will also be brutally honest with myself. I really try to be a little bit more realistic. I'm a bit of a goof sometimes. AI's not copying this. I would be blown away, like blown away, if AI copies something like this. So for that, I don't want to say that I feel like I'm safe. But when it comes to trying to find your own source of individualism, creating like a name for yourself, having your own personality, AI can't really replicate that. It can try, but it can't really give you your voice. And I think I have a pretty unique way of doing things. I don't know. We're trying. Okay, we're trying. We're learning stuff. I can be a goofball and still be good at what I want to do. You know. Yeah, I mean, that's it. This probably ran a little longer. Generally, when I type this out, you know, it's a quick little like 2-minute read. This has been me rambling for 7.5 minutes at this point, almost 8 minutes. I don't know. It's probably a little more fun, but also it's almost 10 p.m. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm not sure whether there's another vlog next month or whether it's another journal entry, but either way, I will catch up with you guys next month. Thanks for hanging in there. See ya.